Suppose if I give you a system, you will understand the system in terms of, yeah. Suppose if I give you a system, you will understand the system in terms of its different parts, scientific principles involved, and engineering principles involved, and the context of the system. That is what in foundation course we did. Maybe in the subsequent semesters you must have heard about the systems thinking. That means how you are going to understand the different systems. So a little bit higher level of understanding of systems, systems theory, different things. So here I'm going to show you some system. I'm showing there one system that is called kadai in Indian language at least, or frying pan. In this particular system, you must talk to some expert in order to know how they are working with this. Second, how it is working. Then third, what are the issues they are facing with this one. Okay. So 3 questions you have to interview the expert nearby who is using this every day. Whoever it may be. Maybe your mother or sister or somebody else. If you are cooking every day, you yourself think these 3 questions. Okay. So these 3 questions should be answered. Okay. In the later part, I will share the Google form. There you can enter later, not now. Up to now, you please get the answers from the end user who is using this every day. Okay. Question number 1. How he or she using this? How this particular system is working? Third, what are the issues they are facing with this particular system? If you answer these 3 questions, then we can start our mainstream discussion. Okay. So I request you take another 20 minutes from now onwards. In 20 minutes, you please interview one person within the home, okay, or in the neighbor, with 3 questions. How they are using this kadai. Second, how this kadai is working. Third, what are the issues they are facing with this kind of kadai while using? Are there any issues? So you need to understand these 3 questions related to this system. Then we discuss our topic today before introducing what is this course means. Okay. So let us do that in next 20 minutes. You please do that. Don't hesitate, because about your batch, I'm getting a lot of complaints that you are so hesitant, and your problem definitions also not good. So at least this semester we have to work out. So don't hesitate. Do things. Go and talk to people. Okay. So this semester we will set right all the problem statements. Don't worry. I'm also going to take part in your journey. So you please do what I tell. Okay. So please go and do what I told. Get the answers for 3 questions. How they are using this. How this kadai is working. Third, what are the issues they are facing with this system? If you get 3 answers, then we will start our discussion as a pre-course discussion. Okay? Start. 20 minutes. Note down everything. You can keep the system in front of you, no problem. You can collect it from your kitchen and keep in front of you. Kindly don't think it is not related to your subject. It is related to your subject. Only I have chosen this because these days I am seeing lot of engineering and design within the kitchen. So let us work out on that. It is anyway, it's a product, right? So let us work on that. No issue. Hema is there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yeah. Are you getting that option to download the attendance?
No, sir.
Okay.
I think
So
only organizer can do.
yeah. But I checked it, but I can't add another organizer. That's the problem.
Okay, sir.
Maybe I will download and share with you.
Yeah, sure, sir.
So you consolidate
Okay, sir.
every week. Hmm? Over. Yes. So if you had completed, could you please share what is the information you consolidated related to the three questions about this simple system? Voluntarily, you can speak. Bharat Kumar, are you there? Bharat Kumar, Ravi, Praneeth Aryan, are you there? Mahema,
Yes, sir.
whoever not there, put absent for them. You just note
Okay, sir.
down. We will
Okay,
randomly
sir.
ask. If
Okay,
they
sir.
won't respond, put absent. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Sushant,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So what you wrote? What you wrote related to three questions. You wrote something or still?
Yes, sir. First one for making curries.
Hmm.
Remaining two are still writing.
Meaning two, you are still writing.
Sir.
Okay. So what is your number?
19, sir.
Huh?
19, sir.
19.
MA 19.
Switch on your video.
Okay. 19.
Now, pathetic situation is we forgot our numbers also. Switch on your camera.
Yes, sir.
Let me see your face. Next, Jaydeep. Yeah, tell me. So, what are the three questions and your answers? Jaydeep, are you there?
Jange.
I think Jaydeep, you put absent. Na? Next,
Okay,
Raj
sir.
Gautam. Raj Gautam.
Sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, for first question I written kadai pan is used to use it for deep frying food, sir. All kind of like vegetables, meats, seafood.
Deep frying. Okay.
Yes,
Next.
sir.
Hmm.
So for second question for how this particular thing I written it has large surface area, so it allows.
You wrote or you interviewed someone?
Sir,
You wrote or you interviewed someone?
sir, I asked my sister, sir, as my mother is sleeping.
Okay. Hmm.
It has a large surface area, so ingredients will easily evaporate and that ingredients will get thickened, sir.
Okay. Hmm.
Third question I written, what are the particular issues facing with this particular system?
Ah.
I written the sometimes the food gets metallic taste. It seems, sir, when we are using acidic foods like lemon, tomatoes, etc.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So my question here is,
Yes, sir.
especially in the case of not only for you, for everyone.
Okay,
So
okay,
for
sir.
frying, we are using this particular frying pan. Am I right? So, is there any reason for that flattening surface at the bottom?
Sir, it will
For
be
the stability
helpful.
of the stability, sir.
It will be, yeah. Go ahead, Rohit.
Yes, sir. Stability.
So for evenly distributing the heat,
Evenly distributing the heat or concentrating the heat? Think about it. Is it concentrating the heat or evenly distributing the heat? What is the right understanding about it? Don't underestimate it. It is also a product. Our pathetic situation is we don't even know where we are cooking our food. Okay, and you are thinking engineering is somewhere else. So that flat bottom is there, right? Can someone say? Can someone tell what is the reason for that flat bottom? Any guess?
Sir, I think if we put it on a stove or something it won't fall, sir. It will be stable.
Yes, Shiva. That is true. Because olden kadais, have you seen somewhat older things?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in that how it would be?
Sir, true, sir.
Spherical something.
It's almost like a hemispherical. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Ah,
Yes.
but now we have created a flat surface. Why? Why?
So I need to concentrate the
It
heat there.
can
No, but concentrating the heat is better in that one, where you
Sir,
have
It can be
so
hemispherical surface.
even to like keep on induction stove, like
Okay. Keep on induction stove and gas stove. Will that fit with the gas stove?
So in
Yes, sir.
hello,
Will that old one fit with the gas stove?
am I audible, sir? Hello.
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Sir, in the olden version of Kadai, in the spherical version, like hemispherical version, the flames would come out from the surface of it if you have turned it on like high flames or something. And there are like chances that you can get in contact
No,
with the
no, no, no.
flames directly.
You are completely misunderstanding the question. I am only asking at the bottom, that bottom surface. The bottom surface I'm asking. It nothing to do with what flames come up on the kadai. Why that surface flat now? Why not in the olden?
So maybe it will cook unevenly if it is not flat.
It it will cook.
Unevenly.
No, no. Olden days it is generally kadai used for concentrating the heat. That's why we fry most of the things in that. So why that flat
Sir,
surface? Yes.
sir, in olden days we used the sticks, sir, for cooking food, but nowadays we are using LPGs, so it only concentrates on center of the uh, kadai. So we use flat surfaces to
No, no. In that
eventually.
case, no, no. See, your name not visible here. Uh, see, if you want to give better heat, the hemispherical thing is better than this. Then why that change, design, form change came? That's what I'm asking. Why that form change has been taken
Everything.
place?
I mean, it was eventually distributed. Like everything was cooked. Like all the food at the bottom was cooked eventually.
That's what the hemispherical one is more efficient than this one.
So
Excuse
maybe
me,
they
sir.
wanted to use for both induction stoves and this one because they shouldn't have separate ones for separate stoves.
No, no, that's it. That's true. That's a half answer. The reason is if you keep the fully hemispherical this frying pan on the stove, what happens? That bottom will go and touch the burner. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
you just see the gas stove stand. So sometimes I request everyone to go inside your kitchen, nothing shame on that. Okay? And without that, you without touching the things, without observing the things, you can't become an engineer. Okay? So you just see there how your stand is designed. So based on the gas stove stand and based on the design of the burner, it is better to use the flat surface instead of the hemispherical, because hemispherical sometimes directly go near the burner. In that time, if the holes where this gas is emanating, if flame is not there, gas keep coming out. Okay, so in order to create the distance from the burner to the vessel, that flat surface has been created. Okay, so this form change or design change is because of the changes in stove. If you take in olden days, we were using the conventional stoves, so using the wooden these things. But in that, there is a lot of gap between these two, fire as well as the uh, vessel. So that is the reason why that time we were using fully hemispherical. But heat concentration is better in hemispherical if you compare with this one. Okay, that is all optics. So that is the reason why when the changes came in the stove, accordingly design changes appeared in the case of the Kadai too. So that is the very simple and finest example. Okay. Now you tell me, any other people talk about these three questions? Any others?
So the first two questions, I think I wrote something similar. The third one, I have something different.
Yeah. What are the issues? Third one.
Sir, sometimes the handle gets hot while cooking when they can't hold it.
Oh, they can't hold it. Handle gets heated up. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Sir,
Okay.
myself, I
You
think
please note it down.
Sir?
Vishnuvardhan, you
Yes, sir.
please note that's the issue.
Yes, sir. Sir, and one more issue is while cleaning and washing also, if there are any oily items, that oil doesn't go off very easily. Like they have to
Yeah.
wash it
Cleaning is
twice or
another
thrice.
issue. Yeah, point to be noted. Everyone, I would like you to note down things, because after seeing the question in the exam, kindly don't blame me that this question was not taught, that question was not taught. Okay, class you have to follow thoroughly, then only you can answer any question in the exam, because I prepare the questions. There is no standard questions. Okay, so you have to follow the class at any cost.
Sir,
Anything can come.
another problem is standard. I think Teflon, they say it's harmful. So.
Yes, Teflon. Somebody just previously said that that cooking smell was coming.
Yes.
Sorry, when they were cooking, that kind of metal smell would be there. So that kind of things, because of the heat concentration, and this material will get into the food. So that's somewhere dangerous. So that definitely will happen. That is one issue. Next, anybody else?
Sir, we cannot use steel spoons or something with iron brass or something. We have to use prescribed silicone spoon or something to avoid scratches of the non-stick.
Yes, true. So avoid scratches means do you think scratches is the problem?
Like it will be like some the life of the pan will be decreased if you use steel spoons or something.
No,
Softness should
not
be
life of the pan. When you are actually doing that, material get added to
food.
dish. That is the problem. Okay. Then scratches are also problem. Let us assume like that. That is another issue point to be noted. Next, anybody else? Lisha Prabhu, are you there? Lisha Prabhu. Then put absent, ma. Emma.
Okay, sir.
Lisha Prabhu. Next, Kalyan Chandaluri. Are you there? Kalyan Chandaluri. Are you there? So Kalyan Chandaluri, you put absent, huh?
Yes, sir.
Next, Karavula Gawanga. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Bhavana.
So what you wrote, ma? 3 questions.
I said for the first one, we use it for curries and to cook some fluffed items, like to get dosa to get it fluffy. We use it. We use this.
Okay.
the second one, we just use it on stove, or some cannot be used on induction stove. And the third one, I wrote that we have to use selected frying sticks, wooden or.
So use only frying sticks is the issue, you think?
Said to not damage the non-stick coating, and also not to mix it with food, the same way.
Okay. Anything else?
Written these.
Next. Anjan Mahapatra, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So basically, for using it, we use generally for frying pans. Like if we are using any, like if we use for making omelette and all. Like if we are using omelette, so it should be evenly fried at all portions. So we use frying pan. Working, sir, it basically works on the principle of radiation and all. Like there should be even distribution of radiation all portions. And for issues like I feel that the shape of the frying pan sometimes make a issue. Like if you are having two burners, then mostly the hand get touched to the hot portion of that frying pan due to its uneven shape. Like it's more wider at the top and less wider at the bottom. This
So what is the issue? Only handle getting heated up. Is that
yes,
the
sir.
only you see?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So one point I would like to ask here: is it kadai used for even distribution of the heat or concentration of the heat? That I'm repeating again.
Concentration of heat.
Concentration of heat. Even distribution, there are other vessels. So if somebody think we are using this for even distribution, it's not for even distribution. For frying, you don't need even distribution. You need a concentrated heat. Okay? Look at the form. When you look at the form, you will understand how heat is going to distribute. Okay? So that is one point I would like to make here. Next, Vijaya Brahma Reddy, Ailuri. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We generally use is a kadai for generally cooking curries, making omelets, sir. And I noticed that dishes when we are cleaning, oil won't go easily, sir. And so we should only.
What are the issues you see in this? Or you asked someone?
Yes, sir, my sister, sir.
Yeah. So what she said, what are the issues she is facing with this?
It washing oil won't easily go, sir.
Okay, cleaning
It
is the
should
issue.
take some time. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Next. Anything else?
No, sir.
Yeah. Fine. Next we will go to one more person. Just this is the first day, right? Let me see where you are. Yeah. Varshita Elamanchali.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So, for using the similar uses, but my mom even uses them to toast, to make a toast, like for bread and all. And I mean, she uses this because usually the ingredients doesn't stick to the pan, like the curry or whatever doesn't stick to the pan. That's the reason mainly she uses this fry pan.
Okay.
And the problem she faces is that whenever there's any like rough scrubber, I mean, if we use on this, the coating won't be like, the coating gets like we get scratches. So you need to use a smooth one to clean it.
Okay. So
That
scrubber,
is
you think that scrubber cannot be used in order to clean this?
maybe a steel scrubber which we generally use for cleaning the utensils. Maybe that couldn't be used, which is rough. It needs and the remaining problems are something similar. So
Okay.
thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, one issue I wrote down, most of them are same. One issue I got is it's difficult to pour like liquids out of the kadai. That's one issue I.
Difficult to pour liquid out of the kadai.
Yeah, so if you're cooking like a soup or something and to pour it out, it usually spills out. At least I've seen that. So that is one thing.
Okay. So, yeah, definitely that may be the issue. Point to be noted. I'll agree with that.
Sir, I want to add one more thing, sir. Issue.
Yes.
Sir, generally the handles will get loose, sir, because they are held up with screws. That if we have welded it to the pan, they won't get loose.
Okay. The grip of the handles is the issue.
The screw gets loose always, like we are using oil or water, like because of that.
Okay. So that contact you want to make it somewhat stronger. It should be stronger like that you are saying. Okay.
Yes.
Next, I'll ask one more person, then we'll go back to our discussion. Karra Aravind, are you there? Aravind. Karra Aravind.
Yes, sir, I'm there.
So tell me, what are the answers you wrote for 3 questions?
So I got minimum only.
Little
For the
loudly.
first, I got little only, sir. I
Hmm.
mean, not more. But for how I am using, like, we use for curries, for heating the oil, for
Did you
making
ask?
omelette. Yes, I asked.
Okay.
And how it is working, I didn't get many answers, sir. I got like it is about heating procedure. Like based on the various types of oils, we can use on different purposes.
Okay.
And the issues I got the same as my friends only, like holding handles, it is hot, and difficulty in cleaning. And one more thing I got is my mother told that she don't use it for cooking rice.
Good. Very good point. So did you ask her?
What, sir? Excuse me, sir. I can't hear.
Yeah, sorry for that because here I think the connection is that cable is somewhat loose. Okay, so okay, Arvind was answering something because he said the rice she won't cook in that particular thing. Yes. Did you ask Arvind why she's doing so?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
it will not like cook evenly, sir. It is cooking like it will concentrate on the bottom one.
Very good. Very good. That is the
That's
thing.
like,
Actually, the cooking is contextual. We think that we are the so genius people, but in kitchen, our mothers as well as sisters are the genius actually. They know how to do things according to the context. This kadai is for concentrating the heat. That's why mostly we use with the oil and rice. All those things needs a very distributed, equi distributed heat thing. So that is the reason why they won't use this for cooking rice. That's a good point, Arvind. Yes. Anybody else? You want to extend your opinion or answers?
So for
It's a
the
very
issues
simple
faced,
exercise, right? Yes.
hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. For the issues faced, my mom uses two or three different kadai, sir. One is for one is stainless steel and one is cast iron. So she never uses stainless steel much because it gets heated up very quickly, and whatever she's trying to make in that gets blackened very easily. She if she wants to take time, she'll use that cast iron one, and for fryams or something, she'll use that stainless steel one.
Hmm. That's good. So that means different dishes she is using different things, right?
Yes, sir. Because of the fast heating, she doesn't use that.
Right. Okay. So anybody else? 130 members are there. What's the problem? You have to
Yes,
talk.
sir. I
Hmm.
have two things. What are the issues facing in this kadai?
Yes.
The shape is giving problem actually. See, if we want to fry papad and we need to pour more oil into this, such that it needs that space.
Hmm. So that is one issue. Yeah.
One issue.
Space. Yeah.
And
Good.
and another thing is that frying style is different, sir. In this, you can't fry using that spoon. It's very difficult to do that. If it is a hemisphere, just one time you do that will take more area around it, and it gets very good fry rather than this thing. Even in fried rice shop and all, we used to see they will cook very nicely because of that shape. It will get a nice flow.
Exactly. Exactly. That is because of the heat concentration.
Yeah, and also the shape of that kadai, sir. That
No, shape anyway related to heat concentration again.
yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir.
That's it. So shape is for concentrating the heat. That's why why the design changes came because of the stove design. But because of this design change, the heat concentration must have reduced. So that is what we need to observe. We are thinking it is not our subject, but who will understand if engineer won't understand this? So that is a very simple thing I told you. Then you can imagine yourself, you are even unable to talk to the people who are in your house related to three questions. Why that much hesitancy is there? If there is a hesitancy, that is actually dragging you. Okay? So why I am conducting this particular exercise, because in order to let you know, at least can you go and ask what are the issues they are facing in the kitchen? Kitchen is in your house itself, those are your own people. So if you cannot do that also, if you are sitting idle, if you are sitting just like a patient somewhere and sleeping, then where product development you are going to do? Even in campus also you can't do. Okay? So I think that inertia you have to leave. You have to talk to people, your own people. I'm not saying go and talk to new person, right? Your own people. So that is one practice. Now, based on the issues we noted down, whatever the issues we noted down, now I will ask you the question. Tell me what need to be added to this particular kadai in order to make it as smart. Okay, is the question clear? My question is, in order to make this kadai smart or intelligent, smart or intelligent, both are same. Okay, we generally, in a general usage, we go for smart. We so hope I'm audible. I think my other computer is, I think it's giving some issue. So let me see if it's connecting. I will, otherwise without camera, I will attend. Okay. So just give me 5 minutes. I'll get back. Okay. Seems I should not move the laptop at all. If I'm moving, it is going off. Right. So, yeah. So that hesitancy you have to leave completely. Otherwise, see, to identify a problem, you must have you must understand who are facing that problem, and after that you can think of how to solve that problem. Okay, so I understand your situation also, because you are sitting at home, and maybe some people already thinking we already became engineers. No. Okay, so but some effort from your side also you have to keep to identify the problems. Okay, so for that only this kind of thing. Now you tell me, the question is, what actually you want to include in this kadai in order to call it as smart? That was my question. Anybody?
Sir, temperature regulator.
So one is temperature regulation. Don't say temperature regulator.
Yeah, sorry, sir, regulation.
Okay, so temperature regulation, point number 1, you please note it down. Okay, anything else? Anything else?
Sir, I guess like decreasing the area of the flat surface, sir, like keeping it as hemisphere at the till the bottom, and then like a flat surface, sir. It will, I mean,
Okay, so that point to be noted. Can you please repeat again? Internet issue here, so I
sir,
switched off my video.
sir, like we have heard a problem like it cannot be used as a deep fry pan right now, sir.
Correct,
Like
correct.
so, if we decrease the flat surface thing, and if we take it as a 7/8 hemisphere and 1/8 flat surface thing, sir, in order that the bottom will not touch the burner, so it may
No,
increase
that
the.
time, why you say smart? Generally, when we say smart, which works timely, okay, as per the timely, according to the situation, who react, we call them smart. Am I right? So, if you change a geometrical shape, do you call it as smart? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So, in order to call this as smart, what we need to do? That's what I'm asking.
Sir, since like pouring was a problem, we can maybe make a small cut or yes, for making it easier to pour.
Again, I'm telling you, in order to make it as small, if you add that one geometrical shape to that, will it become a smart? You are answering the question without understanding the question itself. If you make just a geometrical change, will you call it as smart? Generally, smart means what is your opinion? That means you generally think smart means generally which act like very smart, like that we call, right? So when you call something is smart, so something acts according to situation, something act according to time, something act according to its necessity, then you call it as smart. So in that way, if you just make a geometrical change, will it become smart? Anybody else?
Sir, in a position able to connect to our phone and we can operate like when to on, when to switch off, how much long we can keep it on.
Which one? Kadai or stove?
Kadai.
The kadai you want to connect with the phone, huh?
Yes, sir. Like
So
we
kadai
can.
would like to connect, so it has to communicate with you. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
At the same
So
time,
let us assume
stirring
that
also.
kadai is able to communicate with you to tell what? What do you want to know
Like,
about kadai?
like to turn it on and turn it off.
Turn it on and turn it off means what? It's
Like
not
heating
a
up.
pressure cooker. It's a kadai.
Yes, sir.
On and off means what? That's what, sitting in front of the laptop. So you have to think about it. Seems you are attending the class in the same way you are attending the other classes. Definitely design classes you have to think. There is no other go.
Sir,
So yeah.
Sir, like what I'm thinking is if we pour some milk or any kind of rasam or like that in that, and we switch on the stove and we go somewhere looking for any other work, when the milk gets boiled and it overflows right now, sir, like.
Yes, yes.
So we might not be there at the moment to switch off the stove. So some alerting mechanism may be there to alert us, like.
No, you want to induce a alerting mechanism or self-controlling mechanism. What you want to induce?
Self-controlling mechanisms, like.
Self-controlling mechanism means what there?
I mean, when the enough heat is like it is get enoughly heated, like then it directly like might be switch off the stove or
So it has to communicate with
the stove, sir.
Stove, not you. Am I right?
Yeah, yes.
So if it wants to control on its own, it has to communicate with the stove, right? So, hey stove, you please switch off. I'm getting sufficient heat. So you can't define on off to the kadai. So in that case, self-controlling capability if you give and communication capability if you give, it can control on its own by communicating with the different people or different objects which are in contact with it. So then it is smart or intelligent. Okay. Yeah. Anything else? Any other scenarios where we induce something and call it a smart kadai?
Sir, if the food gets burnt, it can alert.
Yes,
It can
alerting
for
system they said just now.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else? As far as the shape is concerned, any smartness we can give? You think about it. As far as shape is concerned, because somebody attempted that we will make some changes, but how you can make it as smart as far as shape is concerned? Yes, any other thing you can tell. I'm just giving you hint.
So maybe while pouring alone, it can change its shape.
Pouring alone?
It can make us easier to pour like alone at the time alone.
Exactly, exactly. That means when you actually rotate the kadai, if it is changing its shape, will that be useful?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is called smart. So according to the situation, according to the orientation, it is changing its shape. It is definitely changing its geometrical shape, but the change is not permanent. If you change the orientation, again the shape will change it back to normal. So then you can call it as smart. Yes, that point to be noted. That means geometrical shape with respect to orientation. Then that problem is solved. Pouring problem. Next. Somebody said the handles, holding handles is a difficult thing. Then what kind of smartness you can give there?
Sir, yes, sir. The handles could be welded, sir, to the pan itself.
No, that is different. Somebody's mother said that while cooking, lot of heat, these handles getting heated up. Okay. So what kind of smartness will help you there?
Insulation.
Insulation also get heated up, na? Because you are heating from outside.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
If the handles are detachable and easily attachable, like somewhat like grip clips type.
Very good, very good. So that kind of thing definitely will work. Okay, but here, yeah, that is one definite solution. But that handles we should not lose anywhere. That is there.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. But we may not call it as smart, but that is one kind of solution. Any other solution in order to make this as smart? Because our target is to make this smart, right? Because we need not to think about spacecraft or aeroplane. If you at least to do something better in the case of Kadai, later things you can do. It's a very simple system. Anything can you give to handles such
So
that you
maybe
can make them smart?
give
Yeah.
that telescopic thing, like maybe you can extend that handle length and then use it.
Telescopic thing. Okay, agreed. Telescopic handles, so that means you want to extend them and so that it won't get heated up. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So with respect to heat, if they expand, that means your involvement is not there. Suppose if the heat is increasing, then if the handle is expanding, will that help?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir.
So then it is smart, because according to heat there is a geometrical variation. Next. Anything else? Your scratch problem, how smartness helps you to avoid the scratch problem? Or you can say that nothing can help in this scratch problem. There is no component of smartness can help here. Do you think so? That's okay. Anything else in order to
Sir,
make this kadai smart? Yeah.
sir, cleaning and washing.
Yeah, cleaning and washing. How? So what kind of functionality you will give to this so that it will become smart as far as cleaning is concerned?
Sir, in this case also temperature regulation can help us.
Temperature regulation.
Yes,
How?
we can avoid the overheating, like the sticking of the substance in the surface. Like after a specific temperature, since we are regulating it with the stove, so the heating
No,
will
no,
not
no,
be
no,
there.
no, no, no. You are not getting, because anyway after that anyway we have to clean that, right?
Yes, sir. But when it's sticky, we will give more pressure or force to our hands to clean it. But when it's not, the substance is not that sticky. Like gentle cleaning also can help us.
Yes, that is true. Agreed. But how you make it smart? Only with the temperature control? Or you can use some material that clean on its own? If you just pour water, it will clean. Do anybody know about self-cleaning technology? Self-cleaning technology. So that is the part of the materials. Okay. So there are self-cleaning materials. If you just spray water there, they just clean on their own. Okay. So that kind of thing you can introduce in order to call it as smart, but the temperature control also agreed. Okay. So overall, you didn't tell anything other than temperature control, communication, and communication with the cell phone and communicate with the user, communication with the stove. Then you said geometrical variation with respect to orientation. Then the handle transformation with respect to temperature. So you are just revolving around temperature itself. Hmm.
Sir,
Anything else?
regarding the scratches, maybe there's one way. We can use a surface which is self-healing. It can again join back and...
Exactly. Self-healing materials definitely helps us. And they are also called smart materials. Definitely. That is possible. That can be applied. Okay. Next. Anything else? Think. So hope you noted down all the points. Okay. Now, based on those points, I'll give you any other points somebody would like to add. Any other points? Yes. Thank you. Happy New Year. So any other points? Okay. So if there are no points, because you already added some points, right? So 4 or 5 points you added. So using these points, you write a design brief for a smart kadai. Okay. Then, because using those points, you write a design brief for smart kadai and tell to the people whom you talked already. If you give that kind of smart kadai to them, are they are happy? Okay, get that feedback. So am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is the question. You please design. Maybe you can write what kind of kadai you want, with what are the different functionalities, smart functionalities you want to give with this kind of functions. Then you tell this kind of smart kadai, if you give to the people whom you talked already, then are they okay with that, or whether they criticize it? You just get the feedback and come back in next 20 minutes. So next target is design the smart kadai based on our discussion and get the feedback from at least one person. Okay, what they told about that smart kadai? Do they feel it is practical, or do they feel something is impractical, or do they feel that some functions are useless or unnecessary? Okay, so you please go and get feedback of one person. Okay, then we'll go to our usual discussion about the course. Okay, so next 20 minutes, please start. We will meet at 3:50 again. Please design the smart kadai with the based on the discussion we had already. Then get the feedback from at least one person whom you already talked. Okay, I will randomly ask. Okay. So, have you done that? Hope everybody back. So, did you design one? That may be your imagination. Don't worry. Don't worry about whether you can realize something or not. But could you design one new kadai with smart features? That is the only question. Okay. So if you designed, then we will go one by one. So anybody voluntarily can come up and say what kind of device you got and what kind of features you gave. Then finally, what kind of feedback you got. Anybody?
Sir, setting some like thermometer like to check the temperature at which the food is cooking. Based on that, we can increase or decrease the flame of the gas stove heat we are producing to the pan.
Okay. So when you are explaining, please explain in such a way that I'm designing a kadai with the temperature control or the temperature manipulatable, and it also can communicate with the stove. Like that you explain. What is your product? The designed kadai. So yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. A smart product, a smart designed kadai with a temperature controller that that connects that communicates to the gas stove, so that the smart kadai can be used by the customers with the futures whether the food is cooking at the desired temperature, at what temperature the food is cooking, and based on the temperature control we can reduce the flame to the kadai or increase the flame to the kadai, sir.
Okay, fine. In that case, what kind of feedback you got? If you give that kind of product to somebody,
Generally, it is after using the kadai, we need to wash the kadai, no, sir. So while washing the kadai, it may be damaged due to that water entering into the temperature controller thing.
okay, that kind of feedback you got. Okay, point to be noted. Please note down that. Okay.
And also, mostly this type of kadai is very important to all the sectors of the people. So it may be impossible to the uneducated persons to look into the digits and everything.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. Agreed. So that means smartness may not be required or smartness may not be suitable, you are saying. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Some of the smartness features are required and some of the smartness features not required to present situation.
May not be suitable. May not be suitable.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
That's a good point. Okay. Next. Yeah. Anybody else? One 30 people are there.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So as we discussed earlier, like the previous versions of Kadhai, the spherical bottom is like much preferred because of the concentration of heat thing. But the reason we changed it to the flat surface was because it was touching the bottom of the burner. So maybe we can keep the base of the kadhai spherical itself, but then support it with a frame kind of like wired frame from the outside, so that it can stay on the cooking stoves and it won't touch the bottom.
Atharva,
Yeah.
please try to understand the context what we are discussing.
Okay.
We are discussing about the smartness. I asked you about to design a smart kadai with the features what we discussed. okay, with whatever you like among the features we discussed, or anything else also. But you are again and coming and saying that I'm going to increase the stand of the stove, then I will use the normal kadai itself. Did I ask that one? Please try to understand what we are discussing here.
Yeah, this was like one of
Yeah,
the other ones that I
where
thought
is the
about
smartness?
along with what's up?
Where is the feature of smartness in your idea? What you are saying now?
No, I also thought about the handle modification that was discussed earlier.
No, then tell that one. These thing which kind of kadai we need to use. That is not what I asked.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the handle modification one, we discussed about two of them. One was like a telescopic handle, which can like a retractable handle, and the other one was detachable handle. So the
No,
telescopic.
detachable handle. You just you just throw it out. That is only a solution. That won't add any smartness or anything to that. Okay,
Oh,
unless
okay.
you bring some new feature there.
Okay. Uh, Along with like with the telescopic handle, what would be the like we have to like pull it out every time, push it in. So it will be like when cleaning the kadhai itself, like that handle could make a little problem. And also like because of continuously washing it, it will get rough. The surface might get rough, and then pulling it out and pushing it might cause like a lot of friction. Like every time we keep using it, like as we keep on using it, it will gradually get like rougher.
Okay, that's a feedback you received.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, anybody else? Anybody else?
So
Yes.
instead of the mechanical one, we can convert the kadai to a electrical kadai. I mean, like electrical cooker. And in that, it has the self-controlling system as regulating the current supply and regulating the heat on its own. And also it has a self-cleaning material in it. This is
Okay.
a shape shifting. I don't know if it's exactly possible.
So you added
If it's possible,
you added a
cleaning.
temperature control and a self-cleaning capability to the kadai. Is it?
Yes, sir. And it's electrical, not on.
Ah,
I mean,
those things we can manage anyway. Right. So
yes.
yeah, one way that's a good idea. Electrical kadai with temperature control and the self-cleaning capability. Am I right?
Yes, sir. If possible, shape shifting can also be included.
Shape modification, but yours is already electrical, right?
Yes,
So
sir. That
do you really think that a shape modification should be added? Shape smartness should be added.
um
No, I'm asking. I'm not saying no. Okay. So think about it. Okay. Then what is the feedback you got?
actually the electrical ones are prone to accidents. Then maybe electrical accidents if we forgot the switch or something like that.
Okay. Let us assume it's
They're
not
afraid of
electrical.
accidents.
Let us assume it's not electrical, not manual only. Then
And I didn't ask for that one, sir. I only asked for electrical one.
okay, you designed that. Fine, fine.
Yes.
Right. That kind of, especially electrical related accident may be the problem, issue. Am I
Yeah.
right? Right.
That's it.
Next, anybody else?
And regarding that communication with the stove, That one, like, if there is a possibility, we'll put it down and maybe it will get damaged because we'll use electronics for communication.
Correct.
So, like, if there's a high possibility, they'll put it down while taking or something. So, it will get damaged.
No, no. See, when we are using the electronic systems, especially this kind of high temperature system, the electronic system also should be able to withstand these high temperatures. Okay, that kind of electronics only we have to use. That anyway we'll do that. So to avoid the damage and increase the reliability, definitely we have to take care. There is no other way. Okay, good. Next, anybody else?
Sir, regarding the change of the geometric shape when we are pouring the liquid, sir. Sir, what's the feedback given by my mother is like when we are pouring a hot liquid, very hot liquid, sir. If the geometric shape is not changing like safely, there is a chance of the liquid like we are getting it may harm us, like, sir, like it may be spilled or like something. So like she asked me whether the change might be like in the safest possible way or not.
Yes. The change you are saying that orientation dependent, the shape change. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Like yeah.
So you are an engineer. So that care you must take. You can't simply give something which is very dangerous. Right? That care should be taken. Good. Point to be noted. Next.
Yes, the remaining things are fine, sir.
Okay. Next, somebody else. You designed something and got some feedback. I think this batch I seriously feel we have to sit directly. Okay, this batch people are maybe shying away or not talking. Maybe they are sleeping. We don't know. So I think this batch direct class would have been the better one, but unfortunately we are not able to do. But anyway, anybody else designed some
Excuse
smart
me, sir.
product? Yes.
Sir, actually, I told all the 4 points to my mom. Like the points that we have discussed, like the smart kadai with the temperature control, so that the handle thing and the special material, so that it's self-healing and so that it's easy to clean and all. So the feedback I wanted to tell, sir.
Yeah, please.
Feedback is like while getting such smart modification in a daily usage product, it can affect to the price of the product, sir.
Excellent.
And
No,
it's not
maybe.
it
No,
won't
no.
be able to. Yes, sir.
Faisal, your name Muhammad Faisal or what is that?
Faiz, Muhammad Faiz, Faiz.
Faiz, maybe your mother scolded you for daily
Yeah,
usage. Why this much smartness? Right?
somewhat like that.
Yeah. No, that is what I want you to appreciate, you everyone. So, no, maybe she scolded him. He is not telling that. Okay. So, no, that is what in this course we are going to discuss. Okay, I'll explain that. That's a good point. Fine. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Next. Yeah. Anybody else?
So one more thing, like we are using self-cleaning materials. Sir, I studied about it. It's mostly silicon and fiber. So shouldn't our food be problem? Like if anything is left that, like any parts of that self-cleaning material is left in our utensil, then if we are cooking food on the same utensil, won't be it a problem to us?
Definitely there will be a problem. That's what. See, deciding the smartness is an art. Because if you say that I will give all the smartness to everything, that is not possible and that is not practical also. Sometimes it is going to be dangerous. Okay, because somebody said electronic accident, and somebody said why this much smartness for daily using thing, and somebody said that telescopic, but small correction actually, telescopic I told only when temperature increases that thing will increase. Okay, so that the holding will be easy, but still there is a issue. Okay, the most of the feedbacks are why this much for a daily usage thing. Am I right? So in that particular case, let me start our course. Okay, so this anyway you please note down. In this course we have assignments 30 marks that I'll show you later. Okay. So in that context only we are introducing our course. Okay, smart product design. In the smart product design, already you got the feedback, right? Most of the people said that this may be good. This is the issue they said, but if you go with the smartness, they are saying this may not be practical or this may not be suitable for this kadai. And some people are saying that it may be harmful. Some people are saying that completely useless for daily usage things. Am I right? So that care who has to take, if some object is suitable for some smartness or other object is suitable for other smartness, who has to decide? The product designer has to decide. Okay, that's why I have shown the two different photographs there. One is bird, second is squirrel. Okay, there you can clearly see two intelligences are not same, both are different. Smartness or intelligent, both are same. Okay, I will keep using interchangeably. Smartness or intelligence, both are same meaning. Okay, so intelligence is different for this and that because they are existing in different conditions. They are existing in different contexts. That is the reason why the smartness of the squirrel is different to that of smartness of the bird. I'll come back to that. But in this course, what we are going to discuss is what is the smartness or intelligence. We are going to thoroughly understand that first. So after understanding what is intelligence, then we will decide where to apply and where not to apply. That is what you experienced now. Maybe some parents must have felt that my son or daughter got mad now. Okay, so that is possible because you are taking a very simple kadai and saying the very high-end features like what is that? Orientation dependent shape and what is that? One more self-healing capabilities, self-cleaning capabilities. These are high-end features. Even in automobiles, they are not introduced fully. Okay, so but when you say this level of smartness to daily used the kadai, then it's not suitable. Okay, so that we are going to learn here. First of all, we learn what is intelligence and related issues or related topics. Then we also learn where to apply, where not to apply. That is where design. Okay, so why I kept a design there? Because you are going to decide the intelligence based on the system. You are not going to say that same intelligence for all systems. No, nature is not like that. Nature is in a way that depending on the system, intelligence changes. Am I right? Here you see 134 members. 134 members intelligence is not same. That's different. Of course, everybody have capabilities, but they are not able to use them. That's okay. That's a different matter. Okay, but you are different to that of dog. Dog intelligence is not same to that of eagle. Eagle intelligence is not same to that of some deer. Deer intelligence is not same to that of elephant. Elephant intelligence is not same to that of a plant. Plant intelligence is not same to that of the bird. Bird intelligence is not same to that of human. Okay, that means intelligence is varying from one system to another system. Am I right? In that particular case, if you are designing a intelligence for your own system, whatever the project you have chosen, for that, do you think all features you can add? No. You have to understand what features will be suitable for this system. You have to understand what conditions it is going to work. Accordingly, you design the intelligence for that particular system. So that is the reason why we called it as smart product design. Okay, design is because you are going to understand your system first. That's why I started with first understand the kadai. First understand the kadai. If you remember, that was my first question. So in order to understand the kadai, our brain nothing is there. No? We don't even enter the kitchen. So I asked you to ask someone who is using that. So she is the user. So you have to respect the user's opinion. So problems or issues you have to identify from the user only, not you. You cannot sit like this and decide everything. No. You have to go to the user, you have to ask them, then you have to decide, okay, this is the issue, then I can solve in some way. Sometimes your solution may not be suitable also. That's why that negative feedback came. Because you are seeing all the high-end features for a very simple device or very simple object. That is what we are going to learn. You please remember, in this particular course, we are going to know what is intelligence. We are going to learn what is intelligence practically, different concepts of intelligence related to that. Then we also learn where to apply what. Okay, and remember one point, intelligence varies from system to system. So while designing also, you have to understand the system, you have to understand the conditions around the system to design the intelligence for that particular system. Hope my point is clear. Otherwise, you will give the wrong intelligence to a system. If you give the wrong intelligence, it will destroy on its own. Okay, so that is the thing. So that's why course name is Smart Product Design, where we are going to understand what is intelligence and related concepts. Then we also understand where we are going to apply what. What kind of intelligence in what kind of systems we are going to apply. That is what we are going to learn in this course. Hope it is clear. Now, if you see, the different topics we will cover in this course are, first we will start with the definition of intelligence, and up to now you may be thinking intelligence is only one. No, there are different levels of intelligence. Okay, and suppose some fellow is sleeping now, that is a lower level of intelligence. Okay, then you may be thinking these, okay, maybe different levels of intelligence are there, but only one kind of intelligence is, no, different kinds of intelligences are there. The term you are using automatic, right? That immediately somebody said temperature control. That is from automatic. You said automatic. Automatic is a part of intelligence. Part of intelligence which we call reactive. Reactive intelligence we call. Like that, suppose one more thing I will tell you. Dimensions of intelligence. When I said something, you went and interacted with your mother or sister or somebody else. You interacted. They answered you. You asked a question. They answered you. Then that same thing you brought and told to me. This is called human-like interaction. That is also part of intelligence. It's also part of intelligence. So like this, not one kind of intelligence, we have different kinds of intelligence. Okay, so we will discuss the dimensions of intelligence, that is different kinds of intelligence also. Next, we will deeply understand what is the relation between the information and the intelligence. This you may know, because when you are sleepy, the information going inside is very less. When you are active, the information going inside is very high. You are using all your sensors to gather the information. Okay, so how this information intensity, that means amount of information, impacts your intelligence, that is also we are going to learn. There are important concepts like equilibrium and amplification. Next, we will learn some important thing called bio-inspired adaptive systems. Okay, adaptive intelligence is one kind of intelligence, that means catching up with the conditions. Any condition I will leave, you will catch it, you will adapt to it, you will survive there. That is also kind of intelligence. Okay, that is already there in the nature. That's why if you understand the nature properly, you will also understand the intelligence properly. Okay, that's why we talk about the bio-inspired adaptive systems also, where very important concepts you must have heard already: positive and negative feedback, because complete intelligence design will be only on positive and negative feedback. You must have heard the definitions. I will teach you again. Okay, because if you want to give some intelligence to any system, that may be a small car also, small toy car, if you want to design intelligence for that, you need to actually create lot of positive and negative feedbacks inside. Then only your intelligence design will be over. Okay, so that is the important things. Then we will discuss AI techniques, artificial intelligence techniques. That is where you will come to know what kind of technique should be used in different conditions. Okay, so according to the system, how we can use the different kind of techniques, we will come to know that. Next, we will apply theories, those theories which I mentioned there, in order to create architecture of intelligence. Because suppose if you show your mobile phone like this, suppose if I ask you design intelligence for this one, it is having some smartness already. Okay, so that design, how you define? You should define like a flow chart. Okay, like that some theories are there. So based on those theories we will discuss, so that while you are designing the intelligence for any system, either in this course or in the future, you can follow these theories to create their architectures. Okay, so that is what we are going to discuss in this course. Okay, so that's why I kept this exercise, even though it is irrelevant or the first class it's very difficult to do. I kept this exercise because first of all, whatever you did in the last 1.5 hours completely based on intelligence. You heard my thing and went and interacted and came back, human like interaction. That's a part of intelligence. You are actually reacting to my question, that's called reactive intelligence. So whatever you are doing related to intelligence, but I have shown you one example to tell that you must have appreciated by this time that all systems cannot have all intelligences. Intelligence design will change from system to system. Accordingly, the person who is designing the intelligence for a particular system must understand that system and must understand the conditions in which that system is working. Then only he or she can propose correct intelligence architecture, then only he or she can give or use correct technique for intelligence. Okay, so for that purpose, in this course, we are going to know or learn what are the intelligence concepts or smartness concepts. Then we will also learn how to apply them in different systems according to the system. Okay, so that is what we are going to do in this course, right? So now you can note down what are the marks projected there. So in this course, we will have total assignments, 30 marks for assignments and 30 marks per project. What is that project? You must be doing one project, right? The course project. Complete course project from the first year or second year. Sorry, third semester. You must have started or you must have chosen the problem. Am I right? So if you want to change the problem, I will help you. Okay? Who want to change the problem? Who want to sincerely go with the good problem? Please contact me or discuss with me. I will help you to choose the right problem, because most of the batches didn't choose the right problem. I think the problems are very vague problems, because you are even hesitating to talk to your mother where you search the problem. Okay, that problem is there, but I understand your issue, because you are sitting at home, you are not in the academic environment. So I will understand you. I don't blame you fully. So we have to blame Corona only. So, but we can't live like that. Your time is going. So your time is ticking away. So you have to learn at some point. So those who are genuinely interested to choose good problems, please write to me. We will discuss and you can change the problem. No issue. I already told Sudhir sir, you can change or you can shift to something good problem. Okay. So with whatever experience you gained already, you please select the good problem. If you need any support or discussion, I will help you. Okay. So whatever problem you choose for that particular system, that may be software system or hardware system. In that particular system, if you are able to apply the intelligence, these concepts, for that 30 marks. Okay. So this course, not like I will keep presenting and you keep sleeping in front of the laptop. No. You have to work out in this class itself. Then you have to apply these concepts to your project in the course itself. Okay. For that 30 marks and 30 marks. So classroom practice 30 marks, assignments, all those things, and your project application. So whatever concepts you learned in this course should be applied to your project. Then that for that 30 marks, then end semester 40 marks, normal exam. Okay, so that is the marks distribution. So that is the content. You please make a note of it. It is not a conventional course. Please try to understand. In every class, you must practice in the class itself. You don't hesitate for anything. You don't hesitate to go inside the kitchen, or you don't hesitate to talk to people. Okay, talk to people, observe everything. But in this course, it is more application. You have to learn the topic, then apply immediately. Okay. So for choosing the problem, definitely I will help you. Those who want to genuinely change the problem, to work out the good problem, please let me know. Okay. So that is about the course. Already we are approaching 4:30. I will just end the class with one question. Okay. So maybe some people thinking again this fellow asking question. Okay. Right. What do you really think intelligence in those two images? Any guess? Left image is bird, right image is squirrel. They are doing something. So what do you think intelligence in those two images? Any guess?
So first image is somewhat over engineering or over intelligence. First is somewhat sir like over engineering or over intelligence. Like when you can reach to a problem directly, so why are you roaming around the bushes for solution?
Next. See, I didn't ask you to judge the thing. I asked you to what do you think as intelligence in that particular image?
So the fact that it is going directly there and drinking without waiting for it to drip down.
In that image, what it is doing? You tell me.
It's keeping its mouth in the opening of the tap and drinking water.
Drinking water, right? So what do you think as intelligence in that?
So it could have waited for the water to drip down and drink, but then it directly went there and kept its mouth there and drank it from where it is coming.
For that, intelligence is needed?
Yes, maybe.
Yes,
Sir,
anybody else?
Sir, it has used its shape efficiently and turned it down, upside down, and it could drink the water and turn on the tap simultaneously, sir.
It posture.
Yes, sir.
Yes, definitely intelligence is there in the posture. Very good. Next, second. Second, what do you think as intelligence? So you think about it, okay? So you may write down what you feel as intelligence in the first image or second image, okay? Then we will start definition in the next class, okay? So with that, just a minute. So with that, let us conclude our class today. So let us meet next week with the intelligence definition. Okay. But one request is, you please try to, I'll share the material also. Please read the material and go through the video classes again and again and try to understand the subject and try to apply the subject. Okay. Kindly don't think that this is the same that conventional course. No. Maybe here you have to learn as well as apply. Okay. So that you keep in mind. So let us go forward. Thank you.
Sir, like any assignment to be submitted, or sir, where should we submit based on today's class?
No, for this class, no assignments are there. Don't worry, but maintain the notes.
Okay, sir.
So whatever we discussed today, each point should be there in the notes. Otherwise, you can't write the exam. So everything will be considered for exam. Anything can come as a question in the exam. That's why. Please maintain the notes properly. For this class, that's enough. Okay. Next class onwards, I will start assignments. Any other questions? You can ask now. So if there are no questions, you can leave. No issue. So those who are having questions, you can